Well, hi everyone. Welcome to a fast-paced, fun, and inspiring event, our second virtual but seventh annual Sustainability Slam. For new guests, I'm Michelle Vesey, the Executive Director of New Hampshire Businesses for Social Responsibility. We're so happy that you're here with us today. We would have loved to be back together in person to enjoy reconnecting, but we had so much positive feedback after last year's virtual event that we had to give Brett and Jesse another year of the digital stage before we bring them back live. I hope that this night gives each of you, I guess it's not night yet, afternoon, gives each of you the inspiration to take on another challenge, whether it be climate action, countering racism, sexism, and all the other isms with truly inclusive workplace initiatives, or building stronger communities with family-friendly efforts. I hope that you'll deepen your commitment tonight. Together, we can build back better. But before we get started, it's important to open this event with thanks for our board of directors. This is a working board, and we could not deliver the programming and advocacy we do without their support, their guidance, and their creativity. Tonight, they're behind the scenes, making this event flow smoothly, and out front, creating a lighthearted environment. They are central to our success. I also want to give a shout out to our PR and marketing committee. They have shared their talents and insights to make this evening amazing. A huge thank you to Velcro Companies. Velcro has been our presenting sponsor for all 7 years of this program, and we deeply value their support and participation in making this a great event. Now it's my honor to welcome Mark Elliott, Senior Manager of Corporate Affairs at the Velcro Companies, to the virtual stage. Mark?
Thank you, Michelle. On behalf of Velcro Companies, we want to thank NHBSR for hosting tonight's Sustainability Slam again this year. It's hard to believe it's been 7 years, but we're really excited to see everything that happens tonight. NHBSR always finds a way to make this a fun and entertaining event. So we're just thrilled to be able to get together again and experience the exciting presentations. First and foremost, Michelle, and to everyone behind the scenes working to make this happen, thank you. It wouldn't be possible without you. To our fellow sponsors, thank you again for coming out to support the NHBSR and the Sustainability Slam. While we'd all prefer to do it in person, I think NHBSR does a great job the last 2 years, and we're excited to see how they can bring this event to life. Like every organization here today, Velcro Companies is committed to sustainability. Our goal is a brighter future for our customers, our employees, and our communities. And as the title sponsor for the NHBSR Sustainability Slam since its inception, we're excited to hear and learn from our fellow Granite Staters' sustainability journeys. To everyone who submitted an entry, thank you. There are so many great stories. We love to see how everyone brings them to life and uses the same type of original thinking that gave birth to Velcro Companies to come up with some interesting ideas. And finally, to all our finalists, thank you for sharing these exciting and passionate sustainability stories. And congratulations for getting here. Best of luck. We can't wait to see how you bring the sustainability journey to life.
Well, thanks so much, Mark, for your support and those kind comments. I definitely am excited to see what all of our finalists share tonight, too. So I also am really excited to announce that we have our first Just One Thing sponsor, Granite State College. Their support will help us promote your stories and invite new storytellers throughout the year. So we're excited to have them join us later in the program to share more about their incredible business and sustainability offerings. I want to thank our media sponsors, New Hampshire Public Radio, New Hampshire Business Review, and the Union Leader. They expand our ability to demonstrate the power of business as a force for good among new audiences. I want to thank our award sponsors, Barry Dunn, Mascoma Bank, and Pete and Jerry's Organics, all themselves leaders in New Hampshire's sustainable business community. Our thanks to networking sponsors, 36 Creative and Full Spectrum Wellness, who you'll meet later in the program. Many thanks to our engagement sponsor, Timberland, for keeping the program interactive and fun. And thanks to our silent auction sponsor, WS Badger, and to our carbon offset sponsor, Sunrise Labs. Even though we've eliminated travel with this virtual event, we still feel it's important to continue to highlight the need to address the climate crisis now more than ever. Both Badger and Sunrise have addressed their own carbon footprints with rooftop solar arrays from NHBSR member Revision Energy. So thanks for your efforts. We have wonderful promotional partners who share their incredible talents with us. Many thanks to Billy Allen and Chop Shop Media Works for their incredible work to create the SLAM promotional video and to edit our finalist videos. Our thanks to Sweaty Turtle, who will be producing the winner highlights. We also have an incredible group of judges who select the finalists from the Just One Thing submissions over the last year. They evaluate the stories for their creativity in addressing a challenge or an opportunity, the ability to scale at other companies and organizations, and ultimately for their impact. Thank you to Fiona Wilson, Jeff Feingold, and our new program manager, Zena Adros, for sharing their expertise in selecting these finalists. A shout out to our silent auction donors and all of you for bidding and supporting sustainable programming. We have several great packages for your businesses or organizations and unique gifts for your holiday list. You can check out the great donations for bidding at biddingowl.com/NHBSR, and it should be NHBSR SLAM. Please note that. We will keep the auction open until 1 p.m. tomorrow, so make sure to keep checking back and bidding often. Your support will help us add more sustainable programming for New Hampshire. And just a couple of quick tips to make your sustainable SLAM experience more valuable. We encourage you to change your name to your first, last in your company just so that you can better connect. So either right click on your photo or the ... next to your name, and you can rename and add your company. If you're having any technical difficulties, Molly is monitoring the chat window, so please send your questions to support and we'll try to resolve your issue. We also encourage you, in order to maximize your viewing pleasure during Jesse and Brett's opening skit, to make sure to have your Zoom window set to speaker view, so that you can do that in the upper right-hand corner of your Zoom window. We're also going to be sending you links throughout the event, so we welcome you to open your chat window so that you can see what we're talking about in the chat window. But now, most importantly, make sure to grab your favorite beverage and to have some fun. If you haven't been to one of our slams before, get ready for an interactive and fun ride. You'll hear 14 creative and inspiring sustainability stories. Each will be presented to you in 90 seconds or less. So who wins? Well, you'll be the ones to decide. So let's test out the real-time voting, which is the key part of the slam. So what you're going to do is to either click on the link pollev.com/NHBSR that appears in your chat, or you can open another tab in your computer window or grab your phone. Whatever way you choose, you'll be able to vote, and you're going to see the most current question up on the screen. So now let's give it a try. Would you rather be the funniest or the smartest person in the room? And if you go for funniest, you're going to have some serious competition with Brett and Jesse. It looks like smartest is taking it over. So I hope everyone gets the gist of what we're going to be doing tonight. This is what you're going to be using to vote for the winning entry. After you view 2 finalists in each category, you're going to have the opportunity to vote. So that voting will come up when we get to that point in the program. So now back to shaking things up a bit. Our comedic board members and tonight's MC Brett Cromwell of Medtronic and Jesse Lohr of Mobility Works are going to kick off our Sustainability Slam.
Oh man, it's great to be back together, Jesse, in person.
Oh, in person. I know, Brett. It's been so long since I've done this. This is great.
I know, but here we are at Applebee's.
Yep.
So were all the great eateries in downtown Portsmouth full, or?
Yeah, there's just no distractions here. Hear how quiet it is? I mean, come on, it's great.
Yeah, it's really quiet, except I think there's an elevator close by. But anyway, so yeah, I can't believe the Sustainability Slam is tomorrow, man.
I know, and since we obviously killed it last year, we got to figure out how to really up our game this time around.
For sure, man. Have you had a chance to brainstorm at all, or?
Nah, not really. I mean, it's been crazy at work lately, Brett.
I know. Tell me about it. So many challenges.
We are having a serious problem finding new employees.
Yeah, it's happening everywhere. I keep hearing about New Hampshire employees leaving their companies. Where the heck are these people going?
Beats me.
So how much you paying your new hires?
Well, what New Hampshire tells us to pay new hires, right? It's the minimum wage.
Really? For a corporate job?
Of course.
So a living wage? How much is that? Like $7.50 an hour?
Well, more like $7.25.
Oh, Jesse, come on, man. Open your eyes. It's time for companies to step up and be more generous for people who have the right skills.
Right skills? Okay. Brett, if you got it all figured out, how much does your company pay?
$8 an hour, man. Get with the times.
Well, I wish I could say that was our only issue right about now.
Oh, I know. Let me guess. Supply chain?
Yes!
I just don't get it, man. I feel like this entire concept of global supply chain is like it's purposely complicated so no one can really find the actual source of all these problems.
I hear you, and I can understand your perspective, Brett, but it's not really that complicated.
Really?
No, it's not. And you may find this hard to believe, but I found the source
What?
of supply
Come
chain
on.
issues. Yes, I did.
Really? Where is it? What is it?
So check it. It took a lot of persistence, and it took me to literally every corner of the globe. I mean,
Of course. I'm not surprised.
yeah. So where did I go? I went to Ireland. That was cool. The bars, the pubs, man. Switzerland. I went to Switzerland. I went south. I went to Mexico. I went to Japan. I even went all the way to New Zealand.
What?
To try to find the source. Oh yeah, the Hobbits.
So what'd you find?
Well, not really much. I had fun though. But I had to broaden my net.
What do you mean? Like, where did you go?
To the Emerald City. And that is where
What? Come on, the Emerald City?
Yeah. And just what I always suspected, it was the great and powerful Bez.
Oh, I knew it. Of course it's that guy. Did you figure out the solution?
No. But he did give me 20% off on my next Amazon purchase.
Nice. I guess he has a hard app.
I know. Hey, you get what you can right now, right? Hey,
That.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we think it's really important for every employee.
But isn't that super controversial in New Hampshire right now?
CRT? Nah, it seems pretty harmless to me. It's essential.
Listen, I agree that there's been a lot of backlash in New Hampshire. I mean, most companies, especially the ones we know, they see the value of diversity, equity, and inclusion, but CRT has been a political lightning rod.
Jesse, I do not understand how anyone could not recognize the importance of creating relevant talks.
Of what?
CRT, creating relevant TikToks. It's the only way we're going to survive in today's environment. Have you seen some of these videos? If you don't have Zach King selling your newest product, you're missing out, man.
Okay. Brett, okay. Let's leave that one there. Okay. Let's enough of the work talk, in fact. Let's get off the work talk. Let's just enjoy this in-person opportunity. It's so valuable, right? Cheers, Brett.
Dude, cheers, man. Wait a second.
Oh no, we're still
on Zoom.
Live from our home offices. It's NHBSR
2021 Sustainability Slam.
Welcome everybody.
Oh man, we need like a backup band. We need like Jean Baptiste, man.
Can we get the Roots? Is it too late? I mean, Questlove's my favorite, right?
Oh man. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Jesse and I worked a whole hour on that. No. All right. Well, anyway, welcome to the Sustainability Slam. Thank you, Michelle, for the introduction. And I think most of you know why we're here. We are here to hear some incredible stories of sustainability. We've got finalists lined up to share their just one thing stories in 4 categories: community, environment, workplace, and nonprofit impact. Each business category's got 2 large and 2 small companies competing for the coveted winner spot. Finalists are going to have 90 seconds to tell their sustainability story. In fact, they actually pre-recorded their stories on video, and our friends over at the Chop Shop Media Works brought it all together for all of you out there to judge tonight. And after the 2 finalists present their stories / videos, you're going to have 60 seconds to cast your votes for the winner based on creativity and impact, or just go with your gut. Choose a story that speaks to you. And this year, we're going to actually see the poll results live throughout the voting.
So cool. That's the most fun part about this, I think. Other than amazing videos, right, is to vote for yours and to try to get them to work. You know, as Brett said, you're going to hear some great stories from our finalists in each of the 4 categories. And with this year's slam, you'll also be able to bid throughout the night on auction items. So if you haven't already, go to biddingowl.com/NHBSR. Link is in the chat window to check out the opportunities. They got workshops, overnight gift baskets, much more. You can go like me and outbid Michelle on the Pete and Jerry's eggs this year. I got them last year.
Oh, I didn't realize you were the arch nemesis there. Well done, my friend.
It was me. I was, you know, they're delicious. And check it out. There are no supply chain issues here. So do a little holiday shopping, have your gift in hand before Thanksgiving, and support NHBSR programming. But don't bid on that Timberland duffel, because that's mine. All right, let's jump into the evening's main event, the NHBSR Sustainability Slam. Each of the 4 categories has been sponsored by one of our amazing, generous member companies. It's through their support that we are able to present these stories about impact. You will find each of the sponsors listed in your program, along with the category finalists. Many of the links in the program will take you to their sustainability efforts. Interesting stuff. So check out the digital program.
All right. Our first category to kick off the 7th Sustainability Slam is the community category, which is generously sponsored by our friends over at Mascoma Bank. So please join me in welcoming the Community Impact Manager at Mascoma, Mariah Davis. The virtual stage is yours, Mariah.
All right. Thank you, Brett. And welcome everyone. So Mascoma Bank was founded in 1899 by community members seeking ways to establish a healthy local economy. For over 120 years, Mascoma Bank's foundation of mutuality has continued to be a force for positive change, supporting communities to reach thriving sustainability. So we have 28 branch locations throughout the states of Vermont and New Hampshire, plus a loan production office in Portland, Maine. We also are a certified B Corporation. We continue on our mission to be best for the world, a company where we don't answer to stockholders, but respond to the needs of our communities where we live, work, and play. So we're really excited to sponsor the Sustainability Slam once again. I have attended a few years now, and it's always a really fun time. So on to the part that everyone wants to know about. So we have 2 companies in each of the large and small categories. We're going to kick things off with the large company finalist. Congratulations to Kennebuck Savings and Hanover Co-op Food Stores and Auto Service Centers for being selected in the community category. Let's take a look at their stories.
We're a bank, so we make decisions like a bank, methodically, carefully. And I remember on the day that we went to our board of directors to talk about becoming a recovery-friendly workplace, their reaction was not one of concern. Instead, it was, how can we not do this? We know how serious substance use disorder is and how many of our friends and loved ones it affects. We understand the devastation this public health crisis has caused in our region on a scale that registers nationally. We've been working to support substance use disorder prevention and recovery for years, through donations, volunteering, advocacy, and engaging with the experts. We've held events and sponsored conferences. To aid in prevention, we offer prescription drug disposal kits for free through our branches. We're always looking for ways to take action around the causes that are important to us. And when we had the opportunity to join the New Hampshire Recovery Friendly Workplace Initiative, we saw it as an opportunity to bring it all back home and make it an extension of our focus on the wellness of our employees and their families. How can we not do this? So we did it. The purpose of a recovery-friendly workplace is to share recovery supports, provide education, and reduce stigma. But we're also leveraging our community connections and being as vocal as we can about our work. We presented at the Maine Opioid Summit this year because we want other businesses to follow our lead. And we hope the state of Maine will develop their own initiative. Substance use disorder affects everyone, and we can make it better together. How could you not do this?
For people with a low income, car repair bills leave little money for food, heat, or filling prescriptions. And winter hits hardest. Co-op Auto Service Center manager Jimmy Kidder and his team wanted to help, and they found a great partner in Listen Community Services.
There's really, what can we do to help out, the community, just like what the co-op does.
So Listen mostly helps families in the Upper Valley with housing, heating, foods. We're very focused on basic needs, but cars was always a real challenge for us. So then when Jimmy approached us and said, hey, we have this idea for connecting your clients with our co-op service center, I was like, yes, that sounds amazing. Let's do it.
They're the ones that basically, pick the clients that need help. It's our job to get this person in, take care of their needs, get them back on the road and supporting their family.
Mechanics like Keegan White are ready to make it happen.
Nobody wants to drive around with bald tires and bad shocks. The reality is, this stuff needs to be fixed.
So far, we've served about 100 families with, helping them replace their tires or get their cars inspected, windshields fixed, you name it.
We want to get people back on the road so they can afford the important things in life. It's just one thing worth sharing.
I would love to share this idea with other service centers around the country. We should all be in this as one team. And the goal here was to take care of customers and make their lives a lot easier. And the more service centers that could do this, the better off the U.S. would be.
Let's vote. Get out your phone, switch to your poll screen, cast your vote for your favorite community story, large company category. If you missed the trial vote, click on the link in the chat window.
Pretty tight right now.
Hanover Co-op looks like they've pulled away here. We got like a countdown going, or what? How do we like?
How
do we do this?
Yeah, I think we're responsible for the countdown, Brett. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hanover Co-op takes it. Well done. Mariah,
Bravo.
go for it, Mariah.
Great, congratulations.
Could everybody hear that? I could not hear anything.
Hanover Co-op for the win.
Hanover Co-op for the win.
Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna move on to the small company finalist for the community category. First, we have Mayo Web Design and Marketing Services, and we have Educating for Good are competing for the bragging rights in the small company community category. So we're gonna look at their stories now.
When I heard a citizens group had started in my community to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, I wanted to get involved. And I asked my team if they would also lend their expertise, and the vote was unanimous. So months of working with volunteers to develop a plan, the realization was that people really wanted to take action, but they didn't know how. And this is when York Eco Homes was born. York Eco Homes focuses on helping residents of all ages reduce their carbon emissions by selecting and promoting science-based individual actions and by building local business and municipal partnerships to amplify reach and results. Because what it really comes down to was asking, what can I do in my community to make a difference? And what can Mayo Designs do to make a difference? And the answer was to leverage exactly what we do really well every day to help solve a big community challenge.
The last time New Hampshire had an honest conversation about the purpose of public education was 1990 never. In 1784, our Constitution outlined a little. In 1892, the Committee of 10 decided what we would do, and somewhere along the way, ed rules began to rule. But who created those? Who are the gatekeepers, the deciders, the ones who said, this is what should be known by when, by whom? Were they the community, the whole community? Were they parents rich and poor? Were they immigrants, students? Were they public school graduates or ones the system ignored? Were they you? In all our talk about school funding in New Hampshire, we have failed to define out loud the purpose of our public education system. We need to start asking just one question. What are our hopes for Granite State graduates? To move forward to build and sustain community, we need this conversation with people we've never met. We haven't had an honest conversation yet. We need to welcome everyone to the table to share what we all want our kids to be able to know and to do and the trails they can choose. What does public education mean to you? Taking time to share, a roadmap will appear. We'll make public education fair and meaningful to us, something we're perpetually excited to invest in and rearrange and change. That's what we're doing. We're holding space and charting the course to an honest place, a place of belonging, purpose, not misunderstood. We're asking just one question. For learners, for educators, for communities, for good.
All right, it's that time again.
That was impressive.
Tie race, tie race, tie race.
Oh my goodness. Were those the small companies, Brett?
Yes, I know. I have a comment to make, but we'll get through the voting first.
Both of them were amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this.
It's tight. It's tight. You know, you can put your finger on the scale and look at this and then look for the other one. Look at this.
All right, we're going to do a countdown from 10, folks. 10, 9, 8, 7, holy crap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Mayo Web Design. Well done.
That's amazing.
Wow, that
it's
was
like the New Jersey governor's race. I know.
Wow, that is amazing. Well done, everyone. And honestly, both amazing stories. Mariah, thank you, and thanks Mascoma Bank for your support of the Slam. I just want to take a second before we introduce the networking to acknowledge that, one of the big components of this event, and one of the things I really love the most is when folks get up on stage, right? And they sort of have to like confront their fears, like get in front of like 200 people. Clearly, Jesse and I don't have that fear, but a lot of people do. Most people do. They got to conquer that fear and be like confident and creative and all that kind of stuff. There's like a whole nother thing happening with these videos, right? They're way more complicated to produce. They have more time. They don't have to do that sort of like, nervous, get over your nervousness being on stage, but there's a lot of work that goes into these videos. And I'm so impressed, even just with the 4 we've seen, at how well done they are. And it's amazing. It's just
amazing performance.
We're all winners here.
Brett, I want to build on that for a second because it takes a lot of guts to go up and do it at the Slam, but then you do it and it's over. With these videos, it lasts forever.
True. Good point. Unless Michelle is recording your stage presence and uses it for blackmail like she's done against me for the last few years, but another story. All right, we know why most of you are here, or one of the big reasons you're here outside of what we've been doing so far. We want to network, right? This is what NHBSR is all about. This is what these events are all about. And as usual, even in the virtual environment, we're going to keep networking as a centerpiece of this event. So between each category, we're going to invite sponsors to share an icebreaker question, and then we're going to break out into groups of, say, 4 or 5 people, for some of us to reconnect and to make new friends for those who are new. And then each networking session is going to be about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we're going to move into the presentations and voting for the next category. So now I know how, if you guys are like me, you get that warning or you see like the 1 minute and you're like, oh my God, I got 1 minute left to finish my thought. We're going to give you a 2-minute warning so you can finish your thought and maybe refresh your beverage, take a bathroom break, whatever you need to do. You'll have a chance to do that. So for our first activity, I am very excited to introduce Mercedes Hunt from Granite State College, and they are our first Just One Thing sponsor. Mercedes, the floor is yours.
It's Mercedes and Kathy D. Rosh, actually. and then scene, we'll just say.
I love it.
Okay, Kathy, you start it.
Hey, Mercedes, what have you been up to?
I've been a very busy bee. I've been creating programs, working towards our mission and providing accessible and affordable education, cross-pollinating and collaborating with businesses in New Hampshire to better help the workforce needs of our state. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been trying to take the time to stop and smell the flowers before winter sets in, but I have also been working on programs that provide networking to graduate students and working on interdisciplinary, I always have a hard time with that word, networking in the classroom. So we're working in graduate school to cross-pollinate the different areas of graduate studies, leadership with project management, and with nursing and with healthcare. And as you know, the programs that you and I have been working on to bring grad students and undergraduate students together in the same classroom.
Well, from my bee's eye view, I think we're doing a great job offering lifelong learning online for anyone, depending on where they are in their educational journey.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Mercedes. The work that we do aligns with the UN Sustainable Development Goal of 4, quality education, ensuring inclusive and equitable education for all, and the promotion of lifelong learning, which is what we're all about. And that's synonymous with our mission.
Yay! So now we have a question for all of you.
So if you could pursue one area of education, knowing what you know now, what would you study?
Very cool. Awesome. So you guys got that? Zena is going to create breakouts momentarily. So think about what type of education you would pursue now knowing what you know. Make sure you introduce yourself and your company or organization before sharing your response. These breakouts are great, so have fun, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Okay?
Awesome. All right, welcome back, folks. We ready to resume? We still got a few, maybe. I see don't have quite as many as we had before. I don't know if people dropped. They probably just wanted to see our opening, Jesse, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm good now. I can go back to my work day."
Those are all the people that I paid $7.25 an hour to.
Not
all right,
not at all, Brett.
Welcome back from our first networking session. We hope you guys had some great conversations, connected with some old friends, made some new friends. Jesse.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just want to make quick mention before we get into the environment category. biddingowl.com/NHBSR. You got to go there. There's some amazing stuff there. Do you like pizza? Do you like pizza that's 900 degrees? Do you like 1 year of pizza for 900 degrees? Brett, do you know what 1 year of pizza costs my household?
Yeah,
it's like 17% of my gross adjusted income. I mean, and you can get 1 year of pizza. It's at $150 right now from 900 degrees. Some of the best pizza in New Hampshire. So go to biddingowl.com and check that out.
And it's /NHBSR Slam. I messed it up on the script, Jesse. So.
NHBSR Slam. Well,
yeah.
Wait, there's a script? I thought we were winging this. All right. Our next Slam category is the environment category, which is generously sponsored by our friends over at Barry Dunn. And I'm going to welcome my fellow board member, Morgan Hillo, to the virtual stage. Morgan, hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me. We at Barry Dunn absolutely love supporting the Slam and hearing about efforts by other New Hampshire organizations. Congratulations to all of tonight's finalists. I've loved hearing the stories that we've heard so far, and I look forward to hearing the other ones. At Barry Dunn, we're proud to have been named to the Move Project's Best CPA Firms for Equity Leadership for 2021. Our employees are enjoying well-being programs, including nutrition, workout, and meditation programs or classes. And along with other initiatives, we're working towards a plastic-free national headquarters in Portland, Maine. Lots of the initiatives we've undertaken as a firm have been inspired by other NHBSR members, and we learn a lot from events like tonight. So I hope you will too. So now, to get on with the program. We have 2 finalists in each of the large and small company environment categories. Congratulations to the large company finalists, Nellie's Free Range and Monadnock Paper Mills. Get ready for some great environmental stories.
Just like us humans, Nellie's hens aren't perfect, which means they don't always lay flawless, large, and extra large eggs. Sometimes they lay smaller eggs, which can find themselves without a loving home to welcome them in. And since hens lay 1 egg each day, that's a lot of small and medium eggs with nowhere to turn. Here at Nellie's, we love every egg equally, so this didn't sit right with us. To find a solution, we put our heads together to give each egg an equal chance at finding a cozy refrigerator and a family to nourish. And suddenly, we cracked the case. Nellie's Free Range French Toast Mix, a first of its kind, shelf-stable mix with 1 dozen Nellie's Free Range eggs in every resealable pouch.
That's right, folks. Every time you buy a bag of Nellie's new French Toast Mix, 1 dozen Nellie's eggs find a home. 1 bowl, 1 pan, no mess. No eggs, no problem. Just BYOB. Bring your own bread, that is. Shelf stable for 12 whole months. And did we mention delicious? Eat it for breakfast. Eat it for dinner. Eat it with friends. Eat it alone, in the pantry, while you hide from your kids for a brief yet precious 30 seconds of time to yourself. relish in the thought.
Warning, side effects could include less time cleaning dishes, more time together as a family, increase in delicious meals, and even joy. Available today at Amazon.com.
I am floored. That's amazing. You guys know what to do. Time to vote. Brett, I mean, just amazing, right?
I am seriously in awe of the video production of these videos.
People have clearly had a lot of time sitting at home working on their creating relevant TikToks, right?
Right, man. Zach King. I now know who Zach King is. You know that out of the top 10 most popular TikTok videos, Zach King's like 5 of them. Wow. Yeah.
But
I don't even know what he sells. I don't even know. Or if he's just some dude, I have no idea. Look at this.
Both of these
we got another
could be.
We got another
governor's race.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh.
50-50. Uh-oh. It's 50-50. Who hasn't voted? 59, 51, 49, 49, 50. All right.
Michelle, you can only vote once, right?
Here, maybe if we blow on it.
Just once.
Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Monadnock wins it!
Oh my God!
Well done, Monadnock.
Congratulations.
Oh, we got a little squeaker in there at the end. 52.
That was close. Congratulations, Monadnock. And congratulations, Jesse, for maybe just learning how to count down. Now, to move on to the small company finalists for the environment category. Let's hear it for Scrap and Bonafide, our small company environment finalists.
Do you ever stand over your recycling bin with packaging and wonder, is this recyclable or not? This confusion leads to over 2/3 of all recyclable consumer packaging ending up in landfill. Confusion that's costing millions each year. Hi, my name is Evan and I'm a co-founder of Scrap Recycling. Scrap is a profit-for-purpose business that aims to make recycling simple, fun, and rewarding for everyone. Simply scan the barcode and Scrap will tell you which parts of your packaging are recyclable or not, depending on where you live. With Scrap, your planet-positive efforts get rewarded because each time you dispose of your waste responsibly, you earn Scrap points. You can spend these points on your favorite eco products or services via our in-app sustainable marketplace. Or you can even donate points to help fund climate-conscious causes, like our partners at Plastic Bank, who are striving to eliminate ocean-bound plastic. Our current progress proves that scrap could divert over 85,000 tonnes of wrongly placed recyclable waste for an average sized city every year. And now we're crowdfunding to do exactly that, to empower people to make more sustainable consumer choices and create a collective force for good, whilst encouraging transparency and accountability in the brands that need to clean up their act.
So tired of buying plastic bottles. Is there anything here that can help me stop buying plastic bottles?
You know, I really wish there was a way that we could make real change and get rid of these great things in these plastic bottles.
There's a refill station? Look at all this stuff I can refill.
We have a refill room. We really can make real change. Since the start of the Bonafide Refill Station, we have sold 27,800 ounces of bulk goods. Real change is happening here. Bonafide change.
I'm
seeing
so
another
floored,
squeaker.
man.
I'm seeing another squeaker here. I
am so floored by it. I just love these ideas. It's so cool. Yeah, the small companies definitely have the creativity. I love it.
All right, look at it. Scrap taking the lead, but Bonafide, wow, both of them just doing amazing things.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we got to get people on it, right? We got to move this, right? 5, 4, 3.
There he goes, Morgan.
2, 1. See, Morgan, I can count down.
Woo! Scrap! Taking it. I miss giving out the wine bottles.
Next year.
Oh man. Morgan, thank you. And thanks to Barry Dunn for supporting the slam. You guys are always so great at supporting this. So much appreciated. So I'm really excited to introduce our next networking break sponsor, my friend Deb LeClaire of Full Spectrum Wellness. Deb and Ashley Davis are going to be leading a mindfulness retreat at Alnoba for NHBSR in January. And Deb and Ashley are leaders in helping people tap into focus and passion. God knows I need that. So I know this will be fantastic. Check it out at the NHBSR website under programming. Deb, welcome. And I'm looking forward to your networking question. Good to see you.
Before you start, Deb, I want to mention Deb is also doing a great gratitude, mindfulness session on November 24th at 8 a.m. It's a free session, and I think it's going to be a great way to kick off the Thanksgiving holiday. So take a look at that as well.
Awesome.
Unmute, Deb. Can we unmute her?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'm Deb LeClaire with Full Spectrum Wellness, as you heard, and we are a center for conscious creation. So what does that mean? It means that we take a holistic approach to coaching and facilitating, especially around uncovering creative flow and empowered communication. For organizations, we facilitate learning programs for enhancing emotional and social intelligence, especially when it comes to communication between team members and leading from a place where head, heart, and soul are in alignment. In fact, in early 2022, and Brett, I apologize, I have to do a little bit of a correction. Ashley Davis and I are actually going to be doing a conscious leadership workshop at Alnoba. And we're going to be exploring, I'm sure mindfulness will be part of it for sure. But we're going to be exploring fresh approaches to meeting the uncertainty and the complexity of our fast shifting business climate, which we can all relate. And that was in your cold opener. So I think we're all on that same page. And tonight, we're also proud to offer in a silent auction both a coaching package for enhancing your public speaking and one for mindfulness training to improve focus and well-being. So let's get into the networking. So let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 3 powerful words, and which I'm going to share with you in a moment. And in your breakout rooms, first, I want you to introduce yourselves. And then I want you to share which of the 3 words inspires the most energy in you. So here you're going to tell your group why. So for example, does the word bring up gratitude because you've got this particular quality in your life in abundance? Or is it bringing up energy because you are really moving towards that as a goal in 2022? So the 3 words are liberation, wholeness, and purpose. Liberation, wholeness, and purpose. So again, you're going to see, just feel in to yourself what resonates most, what brings up the most energy. Don't think too much about it. Just let your body tell you. And we're going to broadcast those 3 words in the breakout room so you can then share why you're choosing that word. So we'll see you in the breakout rooms.
Love it.
Thank you so much, Deb. Zena's going to open up the breakout rooms now, so please just click on the join button.
And let us know if you're in a room that has no one else.
So
let's wait.
I was in my breakout, and Fred from Mayo, like, he literally, like, it was like a mic drop. He like finished his statement, and then we went out of the breakout rooms. It's like he timed it perfect. He was watching the countdown.
Nice. That's awesome.
Well, all right, guys, welcome back. Another awesome networking opportunity. We hope you guys. And I actually got to participate this time. I didn't last time, so I was really happy to be part of a breakout room and learned a lot, and it was great for me, and I think the folks I was in there with. So
very cool. Brett, I gotta say, so I'm really excited about this mindfulness coaching package, and we've got our HR team on here, Courtney Loveday from our wonderful director of HR. She's super psyched about getting the mindfulness coaching package for her team because things are crazy in HR right now. So I'm playing a joke on her, right? So to bust her budget, I want everybody to bid on that because she's going for that one, right? So I need to break her cost center, right? So everybody keep bidding on that one to get it up.
Competition's what we call that, right? Oh man. So I guess we're gonna move on to the workplace finalists, and I am very happy to welcome my friend Eric Drake, who is the CEO of Pete and Jerry's, and he's going to announce our finalists. Unmute. Hang on.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, it's great so far. This has been a lot of fun. Wish we were at the winery, but having fun. So thanks, Brett. Thanks, Jesse. Pete and Jerry's is really pleased to be partnering with NHBSR again this year, supporting the Slam. You know, with over 300 people on our team, we really need an empowered, diverse workforce, and that's really critical to allowing us to be successful. And as we continue to work through the ongoing challenges and impacts of COVID, protecting our team and providing a safe work environment will be, and always will be, essentially our number one priority as an employer. But I'm really thankful for NHBSR and all the folks that are on the meeting today. For NHBSR has taken a leadership role in facilitating and organizing our member companies and the individuals to really help us talk about, educate, and drive actions around diversity, equity, inclusion. I think I know I speak for a lot of us that we've really been pushed by these conversations to think introspectively, to challenge ourselves, to learn more, to broaden our understanding. But most importantly, I think it's really to put these practices in place to ensure DEI plays a key role in our shared goals and continuous improvement. I just think that's another great example of what NHBSR does for all of us. So while we're not together today, I think this is a great celebration. And what I want to make sure that we're all doing and thinking as we listen to each other, as we think about what we're doing is, let's not just take pride in the progress we've made together, but let's continue to push each other. It's not as easy when we're not in the big room sharing stories beyond what we're seeing up on the stage. But really, you know, every year, every conversation, make it a point to push each other and ourselves to do more and succeed in this area. So for the workplace category, we have 4 incredible finalists, 2 again in the large, 2 in the small. So I'd like to congratulate both Hypertherm and Kennebunk Savings and look forward to hearing their stories.
No one grows up hoping to become addicted to opiates. I certainly didn't. My first exposure to opiates was at the dentist when I was 15 years old. Many people do not realize that individuals living with substance use disorder have different brain chemistry than those who are not. Someone may be able to use opiates responsibly or even recreationally. I could not. What I did not realize was that the moment a mind-altering substance enters my body, prescribed or not, my brain lights up, I become a different person, and I lose my ability to choose. It took me 16 years after that first exposure to find recovery. I am now over 2.5 years clean from all substances. Much of my recovery network is alive because they have been saved by the administration of Narcan. They were given a second chance to find recovery and rejoin society. They are some of the most caring and compassionate people I have ever known.
Hypertherm is a recovery-friendly workplace. We've installed naloxone boxes next to the AED machines in all our New Hampshire buildings. The naloxone box contains Narcan, whose main ingredient can reverse the effect of opioids. We hope they're never needed, but if there is an overdose, our ability to respond can save a life, allowing that person another chance at recovery.
Don't you want to save a life?
One of my coworkers was telling me about an experience she had at a store. She met a man who had been a former abuser of hers. He saw some items in her cart. He offered to pay for those items. Financial control is often an element of domestic abuse. She looked at him and said, "I don't need your money. I have my own career now." People who have experienced domestic abuse often face challenges rebuilding their lives. And as a member of the community, we feel the need to do our part. We partner with organizations like Caring Unlimited and Haven, who provide resources and shelter. But finding employment after an experience like that can be challenging. The idea was to develop a model that provided resources and support to help that transition back to stable employment. We could have just hosted a job fair, but we're a large employer. We have jobs, and we didn't want to just provide jobs. We wanted to provide careers. We established the GO program. It engages with people who have experienced domestic abuse and provides a job here at the bank. It also provides educational opportunities, mentoring with an experienced mentor, flexible hours, and an emphasis on wellness. The goal is to provide a robust career springboard. 5 years in, we've helped many people transition back into the workforce. But we've benefited too. We've gained exceptional coworkers with unique perspectives and empathy. Another coworker told me she doesn't like to take her name tag off at the end of the day when she goes out into the community. She's so proud to have a career at Kennebunk Savings. And I think about that every time I put this on.
Sometimes
Another
the story is all you need. Just a
That's
person
what
telling the story.
compelling stories. Amazing companies here in New Hampshire. Time to vote, folks. Go back to your poll EV. All right, Kennebunk Savings taking a strong lead to the beginning. Oh, but Hypertherm's coming back. All right. Weighing in. Oh. We lost the screen. It's a mystery.
Ah, it's rigged. It's rigged. I knew it.
No, it's not rigged. There's no such thing as voter fraud.
I think we know who won that one, right? I think Kennebunk won that one. Can we bring it back up? Did it shut down or just disappear?
I'm looking at the live results in Poll EV, and it says saving 68% to 32%. Congratulations.
Well done. Well done. Eric, you're up. Uh-oh, you're muted again.
Oh, there it is.
All right, I'm back. I didn't want to talk over the videos. Well, I mean, obviously those are two powerful, one winner, but two powerful stories we just heard. So thanks for your guys' actions. Now I'd like to congratulate both Nemo Equipment and Atlantic Media Production for the small company workplace category finalists.
So there we were, March 2020, filming in Natick, Massachusetts. And we all looked at each other and we said, what are we doing? There's this COVID thing going on. Nobody really knew that much about it, except that it wasn't good. We didn't want to get it. So we shut it down. But the project we were working on was for ASL translation, American Sign Language. So what we were doing was filming people who were deaf translating English tests so that deaf students in a number of different states around the country would be able to access curriculum and a test in their own language. Pretty important stuff. So we came home, we regrouped, we said, okay, what can we do? We can't let these kids down. So we went into our garage in March in New Hampshire in the freezing cold, and we set up a backdrop. We used my iPhone and said, okay, I think we can make this work. So we did. We sent iPhones and lights and a backdrop and clamps, and I worked with everyone, and we managed to film it. It was pretty amazing that we could get this done in such a miserable state of affairs. And we were able to allow deaf students to continue to access curriculum and testing in their own language. So, yay!
Man. Tough.
That's really tough. I mean, New Hampshire companies changing the world here, Brett, from our little state.
Yep.
Small companies. Whew. Where are we going to go?
Uh-oh, man. I think someone's doing this on purpose. Give me a heart attack. Uh-oh.
I don't even know if we can do a countdown if it's this close.
Let's give it another few seconds and we'll do the 5-second countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nemo takes it. Well done.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Nice job, everyone. Eric, thank you for your remarks and for hosting this section. Thanks to Pete and Jerry's for your support of the Slam. I think you guys are an excellent company doing exciting work. Never gets old. Actually, it does get old.
Thanks, everyone.
So we got one more networking breakout. And for this one, I am going to bring on my friend and ex-fellow DJ, 36 Creatives co-founder, Steve Gabriel. He's also an NHBSR board member. He's going to lead an activity that I think is part of the secret sauce to 36 Creatives recipes for brand excellence. Steve, you're up and muted.
Oh. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, Brett, next year, you and I DJ battle. It's gonna be big. Hey everyone, thanks so much. It's such an awesome event, and the videos really, it's really hard to critique how the videos they're so good this year. It's really great to see them all come together. I'm with 36 Creative. We are a brand first creative agency in Southern New Hampshire, now sprinkled all over New Hampshire and other parts of the country and world. We love branding. We love communicating, creating, pieces that tell stories and really bring brands to life through, digital and interactive experiences. And that's kind of, where we hang our hat. This networking topic I thought would be relevant. We always say that marketing is the first date, but branding is what makes you fall in love. A lot of people think branding, marketing, logos, they're all kind of in the same ballpark, but marketing is the first date. Branding makes you fall in love. And I think it'd be good to talk about what makes your clients fall in love with your brand, because those are the important aspects of your brand that really make that brand loyalty come to life. So let's jump into it.
About 5 years ago, and it's probably been the most fulfilling thing that I've worked on in my professional career.
Oh, I can imagine.
Amazing that some of the stories that the survivors of domestic abuse share with us, and what this means for them to be able to provide for their families and to build their self-esteem back up. It's just a very fulfilling thing.
So if other companies want to try something similar, would you mind if I connected you via email?
We would be happy to explain to them. And we built this from the ground up. So we
I kind of thought you might.
Yeah, step by step how we went about doing it.
Yeah.
Mike, this is Jessica from Sertronics. I was really moved by that undertaking. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Sadly, Caring Unlimited, which is the nonprofit here in York County that we work with, I was speaking to them. They serve over 3,000 clients per year just in York County. So it's a huge problem, and it's one that's not visible, but it's definitely a huge need, and they need jobs, and they need companies that are going to understand where they're coming from.
Right, and that's the key, I think, in what you're doing.
Yeah, but thank you. We're very honored to be recognized for it. But it's a very worthwhile thing. So anybody wants to know more about it, just reach out to me, and I'll share the information with you.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful.
Okay, coming back from breakout rooms.
We're coming back. We're all back. That was awesome. Brett, did you jump into a breakout room again? Brett, are you still dominating the conversation in a breakout? I know
He
that's
is
what I
not.
did.
He is not stopping.
He's not stopping. I had to jump out of mine because
This is great.
Julia, and she works in marketing and branding, and so she was on point with some of this, talking about so many amazing things. It was great, and I had to jump out then because I just kept talking. So
I'm calling BS on the random thing. It was like the dream team in my networking room. It was amazing, literally like a catch-up session. I love it.
So Brett, what was your answer to what makes people fall in love with your brand?
I didn't have a straight answer because we just rebranded like in the last month to Engineering the Extraordinary.
Gotcha.
But we're a very mission-driven company. So, and I know everyone says that, but we really, really are a mission-driven company. Mission was written in the 50s and it has not changed in 60 years, 70 years.
So I actually got in with our HR director, Courtney Loveday, and I was saying, well, I think people fall in love with our brand because of our products and because of our services. And I was like, what do you think, Courtney? And she's like, no, it's because of our people, because of the great things they do to serve people with disabilities every day. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's me.
Oh man, that's you guys have a really awesome, like, I don't know if, do people even know, like, can you share a little bit about your company? Because I don't know if people know.
Yeah, Mobility Works provides wheelchair accessible vehicles and vehicle modifications and vehicle rentals. And we help people in a holistic way solve transportation solutions once they acquire a disability, or if they have a child who has a disability, or an adult family member who has a disability. So, and you know, we engage a lot with other organizations that help people with disabilities. It's an important part of diversity, equity, and inclusion that we don't often think of is people with disabilities.
Right. Yeah. If I could just share real quickly, we had a photo shoot of our new robotics program. I work at Medtronic, and we had a photo session, and we had an employee who was actually with utilizing the robot, and they did a photo session. She's on the sell sheet for it, and she posted on LinkedIn how life-changing just seeing herself in this photograph, not as a patient, not as someone, but actually as an employee, completely changed her mindset of, you know, diversity and inclusion. So it's pretty.
That's so important. And you know what that makes me think of, Brett? And sorry to step on you, but you know what that makes me think of? Raising money for NHBSR, because we need to keep offering great events to connect people and advance sustainability in Northern New England. The office will be open until 1 p.m. tomorrow, so bid high and bid often. Let's make this an absolute record year for the Slam.
And they say you can't stay on script. I mean, come on, you're bringing it back. Oh my God. So
hey, well, I'm a board member now. I got to take this seriously.
That's right. That's right. All right. We got one more category for our for the Slam tonight. It's the nonprofit category. And I am going to welcome my fellow board member, friend, and recent breakout room fellow person in the breakout room, Atlanta McElraith from Timberland, to the Zoom stage. Atlanta, take it away.
Thank you, Brett. It definitely was the dream team room, and I'm proud to have been a part of it. So good evening, everybody. It's wonderful to see everyone here at the Slam. I work for Timberland, and we make boots and shoes and clothes and gear. And we've set a goal for ourselves that by 2030, all of those products that we make will have a net positive impact on the environment, meaning they will give more back to the environment than they take from it. We're doing that in a number of ways through designing products for circularity. So at end of life, they can be disassembled and reused or recycled. We're building a circular infrastructure for consumers to get their products back to us so they can get into that circular journey and not go to a landfill. And we're making major investments in regenerative agriculture, and that's how we get to net positive. But we've been on this sustainability journey for a long time. Since 2001 was when we published our first corporate responsibility report. And it really all started even before that with just one thing, by starting an employee volunteer program almost 30 years ago. And as we started to think about how we could give back to our communities, we started to think about, well, how can we support our environment and the communities where our workers live and work? And it really grew from there. So it does start with just one thing. And this is absolutely one of my favorite events of the year because there's so much that we can learn from each other. I love learning from the videos that I see. Small companies can learn from big companies, vice versa. And companies can learn from nonprofits, nonprofits can learn from companies. And this is just a great sort of bubbling pot of inspiration. And I love the Slam. So thank you all for being here. Now we've got I wanted to segue into the nonprofit category. So this is our final Slam category, and it's a great one. And we've got 2 finalists in the nonprofit category. So congratulations to finalists Global Seafood Alliance and the Court Appointed Special Advocates, also known as CASA. I have to confess, I was a former CASA volunteer. You should check that out if you're interested. So let's take a look at their amazing stories.
The Global Seafood Alliance is a local group that's acting globally. We are located right outside the Pease Trade Port here in Portsmouth, but our impact is seen all over the world, wherever your favorite seafood is produced. We like to say that we advocate, educate, and demonstrate for responsible seafood through our online magazine, The Advocate, our podcast, Aquademia, and our annual Goal Conference.
Our third-party certification scheme, Best Aquaculture Practices, has earned the support of seafood producers and supermarket companies in all major continents. So when you see a bag of frozen shrimp, for instance, in your local supermarket's freezer case with a BAP approval on it, you can trust that the environment was unharmed, the animals were treated humanely, and the workers were treated fairly during the production.
GSA is building trust in seafood.
There's a lot of tough work to be done here at GSA, but we're ready to get our fins wet.
To learn more, visit our website at www.globalseafood.org. Is that it? We good? You got what you need? Yeah? I'm dying. Thirsty. Can I get a glass of water or something?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Molly Ellis and I'm a CASA. As CASAs, our role is to get to know abused and neglected children and to advocate for their best interests to the court. I have the privilege of working with a young boy who has autism. He's mostly nonverbal, but he still has needs and wants that need to be communicated. My hope is that by using my voice to advocate for him to get the resources and the care that he deserves, maybe one day he'll be able to use his own voice. I have the confidence to do this because of the rigorous 40-hour training that each CASA must complete, and because of my wonderful supervisor who's always there to give me support when I need it. What I do is made possible by what you do. So thank you so much for making it possible for me to help provide a voice for this child.
It's gonna be another tough one. I'm going back to Jersey, Brett.
Yeah, I need one of those big screens like John King on CNN's got.
I know. I think of one and I laugh, and another one I'm touched. I want to cry, and then I think of another one and I laugh, and then I look at you and I laugh.
Ah,
hey. I get it. Okay, here we go.
Man,
51-49.
Whew. All right, we gotta wait till it calms down for a second. Then, all right, Countdown. 5.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, 3.
Wait. Let's see. Do it again.
2.
2.
1. The polls
Casa!
have closed. Casa takes it.
Casa takes it at the end.
Well done. Well done. They squeaked in at the end there.
Both
Well done.
amazing. However, Brett, I think that GSA won the award of hosting the slam next year.
That's right. That's right. We're always we have a shallow talent pool, so they're in as far as, not that they're that bad, but they're in as far as I'm concerned.
Pool, get it? Pool. Yeah. Hey,
we're killing it, bringing it home. All right. I think Atlanta. I think you might be up.
Yeah, I'm up. That was a nail biter, and what great videos! I love the bubble sound from the Seafood Alliance video. But anyway, really amazing work. So thanks to both the Global Seafood Alliance and CASA for all you do to support our communities. Now we get to wrap up the awards with one of my favorite categories, which is to vote for the most creative skit. So if you go to your polling window and you can vote, and you'll see on the slide here that each story is represented with a picture from the video, so you can use that as a reminder. May the most creative skit win.
Tough. A lot easier when there's only 2 to choose from.
You can't vote for yourself, Brett.
How about most creative hosts? Most hilarious hosts. We win, hands down.
Oh my.
Are we gonna have a live thing, Michelle, or?
Yeah, I don't know how that's working.
Yeah, it's supposed to show the numbers of these clicks, but I don't know why
It's
it's
showing
not.
a map of the clicks, and they're congregating around 3 right now: Mayo, Nellie's.
Oh, there they are. Okay,
I think Global Seafood is getting the most.
It's the fish.
How are we gonna know who?
I don't know. Usually when you show it on, let me see if I can. When you show it normally on the screen, it gives you a count as well as those little votes, but it's not showing. Let me see. Show all.
Well, so maybe what we should do is, if you're on
there,
not on Mayo, Nellie's, or
I think Global
one of those.
Seafood. Global Seafood wins with 22 votes.
There we go.
Second is Nellie's.
It was worth the humiliation. I love the one on the left. Oh my God, she was cracking me up.
Cheers.
Congratulations,
Cheers to GSA.
Global Seafood Alliance.
Global Seafood Alliance. Yay.
All right.
And hey, I gotta thank Atlanta. Thanks to you and Timberland for your support of the slam and all your sustainability efforts. We're all totally impressed in all what you guys do.
Yeah, and really everybody, all of our folks who came in to help out with this, much appreciated. And I think, Jesse, we're our time here is done.
Wait, but one more thing. I mean, come on, let's give it up.
Please don't plug the damn thing again.
No, I'm gonna plug Michelle Veazey, who puts countless hours into this, and the NHBSR staff, Christina and Molly with all her help. They just work so hard to corral us all and put this all together. So thank you guys. Let's give a round of applause for them.
How about that auction, Jesse? Tell us about that auction one more time.
Stop bidding on the Timberland stuff.
Hey. Hey, well, thank you, Brett and Jesse. You have done an amazing job once again this year and really have kept us laughing and feeling upbeat in the midst of, having to still do this on Zoom. You guys are great. So thank you, both of you, for what you've done. I just want to remind everybody that the auction will be open until 1 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure if you're bidding that you check on your bid before 1 p.m. because I might sneak in a bid at the last minute, especially if you're bidding on Pete and Jerry's eggs. Watch out. So just also, I also want to thank Molly and Zena. I mean, Molly has remained dedicated to NHBSR, and we're really thankful for that. You've done a great job, and you've added so much to what we've done. And Zena, you have been such an amazing person to jump in and take charge. So we are really excited about what you're going to do as the program manager going forward. So thanks for all of your efforts. And many thanks to our finalists. I mean, to take the time to make these videos, to tell your story. I mean, what incredible stories we had today. Like you guys said, really tearjerkers. So appreciate all that you put into sharing your stories. And we want to encourage everybody to start submitting your stories for next year. Go to nhbsr.org JOT for Just One Thing. And thanks again to Granite State for being our first sponsor of that. We're really going to step it up and do a lot more promotion of the Just One Thing campaign. So we're looking forward to everything that we have submitted. I'll just mention that hat that Jesse has on. Stonyfield donated some more of those. So if you haven't bid on them, they are awesome hats. I have a couple myself. So make Earth cool again. Really important message. You can grab them for your team if you want to bid on all 8 of them that we have. So just want to remind you too that we've got some great programming coming up. As I mentioned earlier, a gratitude mindfulness session on November 24th. Get ready for Thanksgiving. We are going to be bringing back the Workplace Racial Equity Challenge with a refresh. It again will be a 4-week program, so you're getting daily emails with great information. You have the chance to just peruse them or to really dig deep and learn more about what's going on in our state and how we can combat racism and sexism in our state and really make it a great place to live. We are also going to have the Art of Conscious Leadership in January of 2022 with Deb and Ashley at El Nova. And we are going to also, our diversity and inclusion working group is launching a leadership base camp in February of 2022. Our sustainability awards are March 9th. So we have a lot of great stuff coming up. Please check out events. Not all of these have registrations yet, but keep coming back and checking and sign up for our newsletters because that's where you're going to get the information on how to sign up. But I want to thank you all for being a part of the event tonight. The stories are amazing, and I hope they inspire everyone to jump in and start expanding what you're doing in all areas of your sustainability efforts. And I encourage everybody to reach out if you want to talk to somebody. I'm happy to connect you to some of the stories that they shared. But again, thanks to Jesse and Brett. Great evening again. You are amazing MCs. And thank you all for joining us.